With one of our favorite people of all time, Abe Goldstein is here, Jackie, because there's a pretty big deal that is going on Sunday. Community Jazz Center of Greater Des Moines is going to be honoring some jazz heroes. And boy, that is your wheelhouse, Abe.
That it is. You know, most people don't realize Des Moines is a good jazz city. Most people think New York, Chicago, New Orleans, but Des Moines has a rich jazz history as well.
And you've been plugged into the jazz scene here for quite a long time.
Since I moved here in 1969.
That would be quite a long time.
That'd be quite a long time.
You're very passionate about it and want to make sure people know about the rich history we have, but also the incredible players we have.
Right.
So let's talk about a couple of incredible players that are going to be honored.
So this is the 18th year we've been doing this event. We have now inducted 50 musicians into the Jazz Hall of Fame. And this year we'll be inducting Marcia Maget, who was a saxophonist and flute player who moved to Des Moines from Missouri in 1974 to go to Drake. She lived here until, I think, 1988, 89, went out to San Francisco, but she was a huge influence on the jazz scene throughout those 14, 15 years.
And multi-instruments, too, right?
Multi-instruments, saxophones, flute. She was an arranger, composer, teacher.
And you want to see what kind of a talent this individual has? How about if we take a clip and show a clip of her on the flute? Here, check this out.
So this is with the band Midwest Express. That is probably in the mid to late 70s. They used to play at a place called Ernie's Urban Lounge on what was, well, MLK now, but used to be Harding Road. Right. That was where the scene was happening back then. So that's Big Mike is a singer with the tambourine or whatever he has there. And some other players, Danny Nicholson on the guitar, Marcia's husband at that time, D'Artagnan Brown on the bass.
Oh, I love it. Let's have a little bit of a listen. There's just not enough jazz flautists out there.
So Marcia moved out to California, and as a matter of fact, when she was out there, she has taught Carlos Santana's kids music.
Oh, really?
Yeah, as well as some other folks.
And quite the sax player, too,
Quite the saxophone player as well.
Unbelievable. Okay, let's talk about a gentleman we're also going to
So David Cobberdahl, who went to Valley High School, grew up in Des Moines, and went off to college, came back to teach at Valley High School, but he's an amazing trumpet player in the music scene.
As a matter of fact, let's take a listen to David right now.
Oh, what an incredible instrumentalist.
How smooth.
And what's he playing there, Abe?
He's playing a flugelhorn. We stand for
flugelhorn. But they call him trumpeters, though, right?
Well, he's a trumpeter.
He's a trumpeter, yeah. All the different
horn,
variations.
Horn player. Right.
Horn player, and still plays around our community, which is amazing.
He plays with the Des Moines Big Band. I think he's been with the Des Moines Big Band for 18 years.
Yeah.
Plays with Freddie Gazzo all the time. So.
Now, you mentioned there's 52 inductees.
50 inductees.
50. There will be 52 then.
No, I think there will be 50.
There will be 50,
year.
okay.
Come on, I'm not a mathemician.
All right, so some of the most talented people that ever existed.
Oh, yeah, and what we're trying to do is honor those people who either, most of these players, like a David Cobberdahl, could move anywhere and have a career. He decided to stay in Des Moines and impact the Des Moines community.
That's awesome.
Marcia Maget, although she moved out of Des Moines for 14, 15 years, she really influenced a whole next generation of players.
And I love that also, besides just being incredible musicians, they continue to share that wealth of knowledge and educate and pass that along.
Yeah. And in addition to those people, we also recognize some young musicians. high school senior graduated last year, Olivia Lauber from Ames High. She's at Iowa State. She's getting an award for her participation in our monthly youth jam sessions.
Yeah.
So you also understand you have some special recognition awards.
Special recognition awards for like Louie's Wine Dive. It's a restaurant in town that has jazz every Wednesday and Sunday night.
I was going to say, I was just there on Sunday and I was pleasantly surprised. I'm like, oh, I get a little jazz going on at the same time.
Joel Poppin, who was one of the founding members of the Community Jazz Center, who teaches at Ankeny and is a trumpet player, a horn player.
A horn player. Horn player, gotta get it right, yep.
And Joel Poppin, I'm going to miss one.
Uh-oh.
I know. Let me look. Oh, Jazzman Joe Lynch.
Oh, well, there you go.
You didn't need, okay.
So, Jazzman Joe Lynch, who has videotaped more than 100 or 200 or maybe even 300 performances of local musicians that you can view on YouTube.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
so no, this is an evening of celebration.
Evening of celebration. We'll give awards. All the musicians will play a tune or two in honor of the recognition. So it's music. There's a silent auction, lots of jazz paraphernalia and other items you can bid on. So
when and where is this all taking place?
Sunday night.
Okay.
At Noche downtown.
Perfect.
And it's with doors open at 4:30.
Okay.
The event will start 5:15, whenever we get around to
Somewhere around there. So.
Somewhere around there. And all the funds go to fund all our youth programming. As I said, we do jam sessions for grade school to high school kids once a month. We have a big band that performs the third Sunday of the month for free, that some of the kids actually play in that with older musicians. We do some festivals and clinics for kids around town. So
that's awesome. Now, we can have some past Hall of Famers in attendance as well?
Sure.
Okay.
Yep. Well, matter of fact, Marcia's sister, Susie, who is a bass player educator, she'll be performing with Susie. And we get all the past Hall of Fame winners get in for free.
That works.
Well, other than the fact that's 50 of them that we don't get any money from, but that's okay.
But beside that, you have to work on that later.
Yeah, I got to figure out the mechanics there.
A ton of fun, but continuing on the passion of jazz here in our community and the amazing people that make it strong in Central Iowa. If people want to follow along with the great work that you're doing in the jazz world, where would they go?
Go to our website, which is dmcommunityjazzcenter.org.
Okay.
And you can sign up. We send out a weekly e-newsletter about what's happening during the week, and then quarterly newsletter. So
be a part of a jam session. Go listen.
It's amazing to go see these kids who are in, junior high playing with people like Sam Salamone, who's been playing for 50 years. And
wow.
They get up on stage and they're like
one, yeah.
Well, they're like one. It's amazing to watch the kids,
And that gives you inspiration too, doesn't it? It makes you know that it's strong, that the jazz scene
and
here is strong.
whether they pursue music or not is not important, because they learn such valuable skills. Just being able to get up and do that. I mean, would you have had the guts to do that at age 13?
No way.
We always say it's one thing to be able to do it, it's another to be able to do it.
Step up.
Step up and do it. And like my son used to do it when he was playing upright bass as a kid. He didn't anymore. He disappointed me, but that's a whole other story. But he works for a company. He had to do a presentation a couple months ago. I said, Dad, it was just like doing a solo. I knew where I wanted to start. I knew where I wanted to end, and I just improvised in the middle.
So you can apply those skills.
Apply those to everything. Teamwork, anything.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
All right, but get your tickets for this Sunday evening,
and
Noche.
you can just go out to Noche's website, nocedsm.com.
Yep.
You can order tickets online. You can call me. You can come get them at the door.
Absolutely. We encourage you to get them in advance because you're going to save a few bucks. But remember, you're going back to this wonderful organization at the same time.
All money goes back to the youth programming.
Wonderful.
Abe, you're a great man.
Thank
you so much for everything you do in the world of jazz.
We'll see you on Hanukkah, right?
And we're going to be involved with that this year, right?
Right.
Okay, so
we're
going to kick it off. We're going to kick Hanukkah off.
More details to come on.
Hanukkah.